Hello. Oh my god. Welcome to my channel. It's Heather. Today I have a topic on why I support evil women and why I think... I said this before and I got a little bit of hate from a specific side of YouTube, you can guess which side I'm talking about, that all of women's faults and wrongdoings are inherently because of a man. A lot of times it is fueled by a shitty man's behavior. It has led them to a certain mental state. I support evil women unless, of course, she's being evil to women. Okay, so yeah, let's start there first. I love when a woman is not afraid to be considered like a bitch to men in her life and just people in her life. Like, because women are considered bitches because of three things that they do. If they don't like a man back, if she says no to anything in life, and then also if she's not overly excited or overly enthusiastic. Even to where I'm like, if a man is to ask me anything on the street, like, I just say yes, or I'll try and like play along to then not get him angry, to then not get me killed. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a long game. But I just love when a woman can take the societal blame of like, oh, she's such a bitch. She said, no, she's fucking, like, she's rude. I support evil women unless, of course, she's being evil to another woman. There's different kinds of girls. A girl who is okay to come across like a bitch while standing up for herself and her friends. Then we have a girl who is insecure and makes it everyone's problem. Like, I'm not talking about a pick-me, I'm not talking about like an evil, like actual evil bitch. Like, well, I don't even want to say bitch. I just don't like that, but I feel like it's being secure enough in yourself and secure enough in, like, you know you're probably gonna get like society's like wrath or whatever if you don't appease every single person in your life. But a girl who's okay with that and a girl who understands that that's not everything. I am that girl sometimes, but other times I don't really want the wrath of anything, right? Like, sometimes I just want, it's easier to say yes in the moment to anything than like putting yourself first sometimes. But when it comes down to it, you just have to obviously put yourself first, because that's like you're repeating a behavior that's showing yourself that you're not the most important in your life, which is dangerous. But I think there's a fine line between like an evil girl and a girl who's sticking up for herself, but society doesn't understand that. So I'm saying I love an evil woman. I love a girl who is not afraid of the opinions of men, basically. Girls who hate men always have the best husbands, because it's so true. Because when you understand their like shitty ways and like you understand a man just for what he is, you don't accept just any man and you wait until you find the great one to marry. I always find this, but girls who like are just like over men and just like have high standards or whatever, like they have the best husbands because their husbands know they're lucky to be in this marriage rather than the other way around. Like, I feel like a lot of girls, like, when they're getting into relationships, they like try and be this perfect girl for this guy, but of course no one's perfect to us, so it's like it'll slowly fade away and then he'll start resenting you because you're not perfect, but you lied to be perfect for this imperfect man. Like, that's what makes me really mad. Like, you're trying to be perfect for a man who is not perfect in any means by any stretch of the imagination. But when a girl is just honest, cutthroat, and like a man has to fit into her kind of box rather than the opposite, it's so different. I don't even care like if this is like sexist in any way or whatever. It is different if a man needs to fit into a girl's world than if a girl needs to fit into a man's world, because the girl does not compare in a man's world, and the man knows that, and it's a power imbalance. And that's why I think it's so scary, because when a man knows that he has something over you, like a power over you, and doesn't help you out, like he enjoys that power over you. No, I don't like it, because I always say this, but a man has power over you just by being a man. And people are getting in relationships with men who like that and are used to being the powerful one and used to being getting everything they want, used to being put first in everything. And I just hate that in a man. I love when a man knows he needs to, or he wants to, fit into a girl's world. And it's always because a girl didn't make him. A girl was 100% authentically herself, and then they just meshed well. I hate when it's like, oh, a girl just pretending to be, oh, like, oh my god, I hate when a girl like gets in a relationship and then becomes like a shadow of a man, a shadow of their man, you know what I mean? Like, I'll ask him, yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. It's like, no, I'm not, no. And the whole concept of like, men don't like loud women, men don't like opinionated women, or like, you're gonna be too much for him, like he likes to chill. We need to start realizing that the more we show our true selves and the faster these men leave our life is for the better, because quieting yourself to keep a man around is the biggest betrayal you can do as a woman, in my opinion, or one of the biggest betrayals. Like, it's like high risk, low reward. Like, okay, you betrayed yourself in your one life you have for a man who, what, makes you feel nervous? I don't know. I love a man. I've known men like this, and I love when a man is like aware that the woman kind of wears the pants in the relationship, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, okay, let's ask her. It's like, okay, yes. Like, just, or like if there's like a dinner, like a group dinner, and like the husband is cleaning up, it's like, yes. Like, I hate the misogynistic things we do in our life that are so normal and we don't even understand them, kind of. when everyone's done eating them and go watch TV, the girls do the cleanup or whatever. It's so bone chilling. It's gross. And when a man is aware of that and then helps or then like says he'll do it or whatever, that is literally what just, in my opinion, like defines a good man. If he's aware of the ways that society treats men in general, but then he isn't okay with that and he doesn't want women to be treated that way, it's amazing. I just feel like we should only be dating men like that. You know something I hate? Because the girls have been like kind of forced to like hide things that they love. Like I saw this thing that one time that was like, you know, you're growing up when you are re-liking everything you've once liked in middle school but with no shame. And I feel like we were kind of forced to not like certain things, like if it's like One Direction, if it's like Pink or whatever, because men considered it stupid, right? And something I want to harp on for a second is you could tell a lot by a man with how he talks about the things that women love. Like if you are, like I've made a video on this too, but like a girl can love something and that in itself breeds these type of men to like voice their opinion on their hate for our love for something. And I think to understand that people love something and then like try and put out that love, like the fire of love with hate on, and how like they don't support what you're liking it's so gross, and it takes an evil type of man, and they're all too normal in this life. I think you tell a lot about a man by the way he hates the things that women love. Like people will call you evil for usually putting yourself first after you haven't for so long. Does that make sense? That's why when it's like men love bitches or men love, I just like when a girl's mean to me. No, you like when a girl has a backbone, and that's okay and that's normal. But it's been so normalized to not. It's been so normalized for girls to agree with men in every single thing they do. You just like when a girl has a backbone, and that's okay. And we need to start appreciating this more because it literally makes everyone win in the end. If a girl is a bitch, right? And I was talking about this with my sister. There's no like word equal for a man as bitches to a woman, right? Like, and I just don't even know my opinion on men, like on men saying bitch. I don't, because like if it's in a friendly way, because I just don't think at all they should, but then I'm like, if it's in a friendly way, but like, I don't know, let me know what you think. Yeah, and I just love when a girl can get in a relationship and not make the man the main priority in her life, because what that does is put all of her friends below, and then when the man is inevitably shitty, which I don't hope that for anyone, but I just know it to be true, then they come to the women for the help. But it's like, well, you've neglected all of us for so long, and now you want some help, but it's like we are dusty on the shelf, you know what I mean? And also if a man tries to pull you farther from your friends, that's a red flag too, because he doesn't want your friends to have opinions on his behavior, in my opinion. But the difference between a good-headed man, in my opinion, is how he speaks about women and their hobbies, and how they react to a woman's opinion about men. Okay, if a man can sit and listen to you talk about the shitty things men have done without throwing in your face like, that's not all of us, it's like, okay, chill. I just like a man who is his own person and then respects women. I feel like the bitch kind of women, like people who are afraid to be perceived like that, are usually getting the best men, because those kind of men don't care about what other people think, and those kind of women don't care about what other people think. So if you get in a marriage or a relationship or anything like that, that's golden, because no outside opinions are gonna fluctuate your relationship. That's the goal. Okay, I just love when a woman is okay to be considered mean or bitchy or whatever. There's just so many words to describe us, when 9 times out of 10 what we're doing is for ourselves for the first time ever. I think the people you want in your life are the people who allow you or appreciate your bitchiness, because they understand it's coming from self-love first. And also, it's not even bitchiness. Like, at the root of it, it's putting yourself first. So basically, they see you putting yourself first and they don't get offended or hurt or disgusted by that, and they support you doing that, because your friends and people closest to you would want you to put yourself first. I'm still sick, like what? But society has literally made it to where a woman who's doing anything that is for herself and no one else can gain from it, it's evil for some reason. Okay, then let's all be evil, and the more evil we are, we will only stick with men who are okay with us putting ourselves first. That doesn't seem like the worst place to be at. Also, there's a quote about how an amazing man is just an average woman, and I just want to leave with that. Like, I can't stress that enough, kind of. Like, I do love men, trust me. I just feel like there's this many good men and like this many good women. And the worst trope of it all is when an amazing woman settles with a mediocre man. It's like an angel losing her wings. Okay, let's answer a couple of these questions. Thank you so much for anyone who asked. I'll put my TikTok below to where if you want to ask any questions you can, or my email is down below and you can do like submissions because I love answering questions. Okay, let's see. Also, have you listened to Sabrina's new album? It's my favorite thing ever, genuinely. It's so good. My favorite is either Goodbye or Oh, We Almost Broke Up. Oh my god, I love it to death. Okay. Someone said, how to navigate stagnant friendships when one is growing / maturing in life responsibilities and the other is codependent and uses them as a safety net. Okay. I think if you can still relate on some of the things you guys did in the beginning, there'll be good friendships for that. But the person who is growing and expanding their life, your friend cannot be an anchor to you. And if they are, just start distancing, because it's completely fine and normal to outgrow friendships, especially if you've been friends with this person for a long time. Like, if you became friends like in middle school and now you're entering college, it's like the ideal perfect world. Yes, you would stick through it all and like would be maturing and realizing things at the same time and growing together. But if someone is staying behind, it is sad, but it's normal to outgrow. And also it's normal to go from best friends to like acquaintances or seeing them every once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, if they're your anchor to like trying to hold you back, I say cut them off, because that's someone who wants you to be in the dumps with them or be stuck behind with them. But if it's someone who is just like kind of going at their own pace and you can respect that in a way, then just understand you both have your own life, and if they want you to do good and like they want you to continue expanding your life and stuff, they will let you explore your life without holding you back. I think it's okay to outgrow, and I think it's way more normal than people make it seem, because like a lot of times people stay in friendships because of the memories of it all, or because of we've been friends forever. It's like, that's not needed, especially when the new memories are molding over or are making your current life worse. You have to go off your current life. Are they helping your current life? Are they making your current life better? Are they bringing you any sort of peace, any sort of whatever? But also, you don't want to have to like rush anyone into meeting you where you're at in your life. But if they're being an anchor to you, that's not worth it. You kind of have to let go of any anchor in your life, especially if the bad is outweighing the good, you know? Thank you for asking that question. I am mutuals with you, and I really appreciate you commenting that. Okay. Someone said, situationships are the hardest for me to get over. The what ifs haunt me. Currently experiencing that right now, and all I do is miss him all day and think about what could have been. Help. Damn, I feel like I need more info. But I'm just gonna go off situationships. I am so anti-situationship anything. Because a situationship is different than a beginning of a relationship. Like, we're talking, we're feeling it out. A situationship is you guys both agreeing that you're not going to label it, which is a dangerous game for everyone involved. But that's why it haunts you, I think, because there is that blockage and you can't go to a relationship. But if you can't go to a relationship, that is the answer enough of what ifs, right? Like, especially with a woman being in situationships, it's like, a situationship, in my opinion, is a man's heaven and a woman's hell. But they both agree on it, and that's what's super weird, right? Someone is getting exactly what they want, and someone is slowly losing a piece of themselves every single day. All I do is miss him all day and think about what could have been. Find someone better. Find someone who won't label it a situationship, unless it's a situationship on your own terms, but I don't think it is due to how you're talking, because this sounds like obviously someone who wants something more. The what ifs are daunting, but if you're having what ifs, you kind of have your answer of it's not meant to be. You know? Is it okay to get back together? ? He didn't cheat, he just pulled away and is doing the work to be better for a future me that might want him back. We both know I might not take the risk again, but is it okay to still hope for that potential? Or is there a way to hold hope somewhere while still learning to love myself and hold our future selves to a higher standard? Or should I accept the world that he doesn't improve? Okay. I'm someone who I love a lot. And he didn't cheat, he was just pulling away. So could be like a weak moment in his life. I think you guys have such potential, because this is like, you seem clear-headed and he seems like he's trying. So I say give it another try after like time has passed. Because if he didn't do anything to harm your relationship and he just needs space or he's telling you he wants to get better and he's actively trying when you're not together, I think you have potential for sure. Like, you guys together, for sure. I think give love a try always, as long as one person doesn't have an unfair dynamic over the other and that person's like mentally trapped, you know? I say give it a try. Someone said self-confidence and learning to love yourself. This is something I've learned to just be true overall in life, but like I think definitely in my 20s, is that a lot of people are operating for other people's amusement or other people's validation and stuff. And I think if the best way to love yourself is to realize that, and to realize You only need your opinion and your validation, and then your right people will come, and then you'll be confident in the good group that you have. But I think if you're talking about like looks and everything, that's kind of different. How to love yourself, I think, is something you need to do daily. And I've talked about this before, but I really think it is just like learning to love yourself is just teaching yourself that you can trust yourself and proving that to yourself like every single day. Even if it's small, if it's like, I'm gonna clean my room today, but then it's like 8 p.m. and you don't, it's like, okay, so you can't even trust what you say. So how can you trust that you say like you love yourself or you deserve good things? You can't trust it. You don't trust your word. Prove to yourself that you're worth trusting, you're worth loving, and understand that everyone else, like if you think everyone else has it together, they don't. But I think the best way for you too is, it's so like cliche, but genuinely just prioritize yourself and prioritize things you want to do. And then also learning to love yourself is being true to yourself. I feel if you are doing hobbies if you like are having a problem with self-love, you need to expand and do things that you truly love. Like let's say you're neglecting photography because you don't think you'll be good at it or whatever, but you will never get to that point where you can love yourself in photography or art or even videos, anything. I think do things that you truly want to do, and then you'll fall in love, because I feel like love is based in truth, and if you're not living your true life, you can't love yourself. Okay. Wow, thank you for watching. Thank you for anyone who subscribed, because my TikTok did get a couple of likes over the weekend. And a lot of people were saying they came from TikTok, so I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. And please, if you are watching this and you have any topics you want me to talk about, any advice you need, I'll put my email right here, and do like little submissions for YouTube. Just put like submission for YouTube and then put it there. I love this. It genuinely is one of my favorite things ever. Someone commented that like if I was their therapist, their life would be easier, and I think my heart grew 4 times size. Okay. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.